What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I made this video because I want to ask you guys a question. I want to pose a question and get your feedback and have you guys chime in. And that was about Golden Boy. So let me start off by saying this. Golden Boy has done a hell of a job putting together some excellent fights in the year 2013. I thoroughly enjoyed 2012, but I made a video at the beginning of this year, I think in January, about what was the better year. It was in the first quarter. And I said 2013 at that time was shaping up to be my favorite year, but by far 2013 is more exciting than 2012. We did see good fights like Cotto and Mayweather, Pacquiao, Marquez 4, and Cotto and Trout, and some other great fights last year, but the amount of fights and the magnitude of the fights that we have been seeing this year just topples that. We've seen just great fighters, up and coming fighters, fight multiple times, like Adrian Broner, the Mikey Garcias. Garcia fought Orlando Salido at the beginning of the year. Then he fought Juanma Lopez and mopped him up. Adrian Broner fought Gavin Reese. Then he had a tough time with Paulie Malignaggi. We're just getting a lot of good fights. Then you got your blockbuster fights, some of which haven't happened. Mayweather Canelo, Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, Manny Pacquiao versus Brandon Rios, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Timothy Bradley, David Haye, Tyson Fury. It's just a lot of action, a lot of great fights, and a lot of even some upsets. Abner Mars, I didn't see him getting knocked out in the first round, but he did. Didn't see Chad Dawson get knocked out in the first round, but he did. So a lot of great things in store. My question to you guys is, with all the Golden Boy fights, obviously the Super Bowl is coming up this Saturday, September 14th. Mayweather Canelo with a hell of a undercard. Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, another fight hardcore boxing fans and all kinds of boxing fans, I'm sure, want to see. Two power punchers that don't only rely on power, they have intelligence, wits, chin, etc. So my question to you guys is, because they're focusing a lot of energy, obviously, on September 14th, doing the promotional tour, just promoting in general, hyping up the fight, all access, that kind of thing, do you think it is slowing up other deals from getting made, or if they want to wait and see the outcome of those fights September 14th before they actually officially announce and finalize deals? Because there's a couple fights that I wanted to see that were mentioned. Amir Khan, Devin Alexander, Victor Ortiz was supposed to have an opponent. They talked about possibly having him fight Robert Guerrero. That's in limbo. Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana is a hot topic. I really want to see that fight just to see where Broner's power really is at welterweight, how Maidana does against somebody who's craftier, better defense. And there's just a lot of good fights, and they're in limbo. They also talked about Robert Guerrero versus Keith Thurman. I guess Guerrero didn't really want that fight. They talked about Paulie Malignaggi, Zab Judah at the Barclays, which is a hell of an event. Two veterans, two New York natives, two Brooklynites. These are great fights, yet they haven't been confirmed as official. So I'm thinking this has something to do with September 14th, and they want to see the outcome of those fights before they actually finalize deals with those other fights, because I guess the outcome of the fights on September 14th could technically cause a ripple in the pond. Depending on who wins Lucas Matisse versus Danny Garcia, will they try to make a fight with Adrian Broner and one of them instead of Marcos Maidana? Amir Khan moved up to 147. Are they talking about if Mayweather beats Canelo? Or are they talking about possibly making that fight? So it seems like everything rests on September 14th and who wins, from my opinion. Like I said, maybe Amir Khan will fight Floyd Mayweather next instead of Devin Alexander, because it looks like there's been some disdain between the two camps and a tough time agreeing on the location, all the details. And again, these fights were announced a long time ago, quite a while ago, and they still haven't been confirmed. And lately, Golden Boy's been doing a hell of a job getting these fights sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered in a timely manner. But as far as Adrian Broner and Marcos Maidana announcing Victor Ortiz's opponent, Amir Khan and Devin Alexander, these fights have been looming for quite some time. And then you have some newer fights like Paulie Malignaggi and Zab Judah, and I haven't heard really shit about it in terms of, is it a done deal? So I think my guess is that September 14th, since it is the Super Bowl, a lot of energy is being placed in there, and they're going to take a look at everything else and sort out the pieces after. Let me know what you guys think. Is September 14th the ultimate judgment day determining these other fights? or is it just a coincidence and they're just going through regular business motions and signing of contracts and negotiations? Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.